Don't throw the ring. Refund it. No. What are you doing? Hello everybody, my name is Fyodor and welcome to my reaction to Odd Taxi Season 1 Episode 9. Last time on we had multiple things. For one, Kakihana getting absolutely fucked. Dobu's plans to rob a bank, or more specifically rob Imai of his won lottery money. The Mystery Kiss manager inquiring again about the dashcam footage that he absolutely wants. And of course Goriki and Shirokawa getting ever so much closer to what it is that Odokawa is struggling with, or, you know, is sick of. Is that how you say it? I don't remember. But anyway, we are getting close to the answers. There's just over 1 hour of this show left for me, and I'm super excited as to how it will finish and how it will show its potential in the last act, so to say. Alright, and of course Odokawa at the end of the episode, of the last episode, realized who Shiho was and that Kakihana is in deep shit now that he knows that. So I'm super excited, as I said, to see where this goes. So as always, if you want to support me, you can like, comment, subscribe or share this video. These are generally the best things that you can do for me for free. And otherwise, there's my Patreon, where you can get things like early access to non-live reaction shows like Odd Taxi here for example, and other non-live shows that I will be starting in the future, like maybe JoJo's. And of course full-length reactions, where you can put up your own footage next to mine, reacting to it, and watch it that way. So if you're into that, you can check that out. But with all of that out of the way, let's get watching. Follow the link down in the description and I'll see you there. Alright, that was one hell of an episode. At first we had of course the little diamond call between Odokawa and him. And you know, him reacting to the proof that Odokawa got, but still denying his brother's involvement as, you know, a lie. But at least he wanted to help out, but since it's not his jurisdiction, he couldn't do anything. And apparently he didn't want to show up as a private citizen as well. So yeah, unlucky. So Odokawa instead got the help of Dobu, apparently, and sending a message to Kabasawa beforehand that Dobu will be at the docks or at that warehouse at this and that time, or in an hour, I think it was. So preparing for that. But then of course, out of nowhere we have Tanaka and, you know, the car chase scene, and I'm really excited for the last confrontation between Tanaka and Odokawa and what's gonna happen then. If the eraser that Odokawa got from Shirokawa will play any part in that, because that's the same eraser that Tanaka wanted to buy as a child. Or, you know, I really want to know when he's gonna run out of bullets, because I don't think he can buy bullets, since, you know, the gun he has is illegal, although I don't know the exact gun laws of Japan. But yeah, he fired one into the ceiling of the cabaret club, one at Shibagaki, then one while they were driving and one while Odokawa was fleeing. So that was 4 shots, and so a normal revolver would have 2 shots left. Let's see if they pay off at some point. So then Dobu and Odokawa actually arrive at the dock and, you know, the warehouse right when Kakihana was asking for a break, you know, a restroom break, and Sekiguchi was escorting him there. But still, Sekiguchi had the element of surprise and almost got Odokawa, and thus began Dobu vs Sekiguchi, which was, I think, our first real one-to-one fight in Odd Taxi that we got. So that was pretty exciting. All the while, Odokawa actually managed to rescue Kakihana and they got away. I thought Sekiguchi would maybe put up more of some resistance, but apparently it all worked out. And then I really liked the talk between Kakihana and Odokawa in the taxi, where he called him pathetic since childhood. I believe, obviously, to cheer him up or get his mind off what just happened. And then he gets him to Goriki, who was happy to help, apparently. And it was good that he got to help, of course. And while Odokawa was there, he was actually discussing his approach to Dobu with Goriki there. They were discussing, Shirakawa's innocence or guilt in this whole situation, where they were talking about Stockholm Syndrome, which, by the way, yeah, Shirakawa is not in any way, shape or form guilty of anything. She was dragged into a predatory loan and couldn't get out of it. So no, that's not her fault. Or she shouldn't have to suffer like that because of it. So at least that's what I think about it. And then of course we see the result of Dobu's meeting with Kabasawa, which, Kabasawa was, I guess, unhappy in his fame, even though he, slept with some of his female viewers. One of the girls of the cabaret club that we saw in that, one episode, I believe. I think these girls that we saw sitting with Odokawa appeared in various moments in more episodes as well, as little Easter eggs. But yeah, not important. Kabasawa lashed out at her, got slapped in the face. Deserved. Absolutely deserved. And yeah, then got the tip from Odokawa. But we still don't know who exactly shot at Dobu, right? Because someone shot him in the leg before Kabasawa got there. And it wasn't Kabasawa? But why would Tanaka shoot him? I can't really figure that out yet. If it was Tanaka, then he has one shot left, which, makes that whole thing even more interesting. But anyway, Kabasawa was gloating over Dobu, recording all of it, and yeah, Dobu overpowered him and gave him free therapy. Or not exactly free, he had to give up his apartment, his car, and the money he had left, and his phone, because that got chucked into the water after filming the apology video. So I wonder if that was the end of Kabasawa's story, or if we are gonna see more of him in the future. I mean, he got a pretty fine conclusion of, going back to university, looking for a job, so maybe he'll start getting his life back on track. That would be good for him. I'd like that for him. Yeah, then of course he recorded the apology video or defeat video in which he explained his circumstances. Dobu obviously wasn't involved, and of course there's no refunds for anything, because it's important to make that distinction. And after Odokawa reacted to that video, we actually see Kakihana again out of the doctor's clinic, and being a total dumbass again, throwing away the ring that he could refund or resell to at least pay off some of it. That's, I guess. But nope, he throws it into the river, and I hope he got it back again. I think they would have focused on it more if, he didn't find it again. And, shit, my short-term memory. I can't actually remember if they showed us that he picked it up from the river again. But I hope he did. It would have been so stupid otherwise to just throw something that is worth so much away. But yeah, that was a pretty funny bit. And then we got Goriki trying to see Odokawa at his house, apparently. But he actually ran into his landlord, a pretty old lady, with a dog that looks like her, which was weird. That's not a baby, right? Or, a child. No, that's definitely a pet. We saw a cat when Tanaka was chasing them with the car. So there's absolutely pets other than birds in this world. But still, Goriki sat down with the landlord, got to know that Odokawa actually isn't supposed to pay rent anymore, and that he would be pretty set with the amount of money he has because of the foundation's help, which I think that foundation, if there's anything like that actually in Japan, then they have a pretty good system for that. Because a kid who got left by his parents by the age of 10 in 5th grade or something like that in Japan. I just googled that, by the way. A kid like that getting that much help from a foundation like that to basically build their own life and have their rent settled and everything, and then being able to actually give back the money to the foundation, like, that's a pretty good system. Like, living alone is okay. Maybe it would have been better in an orphanage or something like that, but that's still pretty good, I think. But then of course we actually get to know that Odokawa's parents are dead, and they haven't gone missing. They are dead, apparently confirmed, which Odokawa maybe knows or maybe not. Maybe doesn't want to know it. But yeah, maybe that's got something to do with him talking to himself in his apartment or house, or I'm still not sure if his house is, if that house is all of his, or if he just has a room in that house and gets to use the garage or something like that. But yeah, shocked by the news. Goriki's face is actually the last thing we see this episode. So yeah, it's rapidly approaching the end game, and I'm super excited what's gonna happen in the next episode. What's gonna happen with Tanaka in this last 2 or maybe just even 1 bullet, and the origin of Odokawa's sickness. So yeah, once again, if you want to support me, you can like, comment, subscribe, or share this video. These are generally the best things that you can do for me for free. And otherwise, there's my Patreon where you can get full-length reactions to basically every reaction I make. And of course, things like early access to non-live reaction shows like Odd Taxi and other non-live shows that I will be reacting to in the future. So if any of that interests you, check that out. But anyway, with this, I'm gonna leave you, and I'll hope you join me on the next episode. Until then, bye bye.